Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a really exciting day because I'm going to be doing a live transformational session with a friend of mine, Shaina, and we are going to be processing some belief systems. And I'm just going to be taking you through a journey of how conversational hypnosis works and how we can use it to transform belief, how we can use it to transform emotion, and how simple and profound it can actually be. So for a moment, I'm just going to ask Shaina if she can just introduce herself, where you're from, what do you do, and what brought you here today?
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Seth, for having me. I'm Shaina. I am originally from Canada, living currently in Jacksonville, Florida. I am a nature lover. I love plants, I love birds, I love butterflies, and especially love dragonflies, everybody. So I met Seth online, and we just have a lot of beliefs in common, background in common, and I'm just really excited to go through this process.
Awesome. Okay, so let us dive in. So what is it that you would like to explore? For everyone out there, we haven't really chatted too much about what it is you want to transform, so this is properly real and live. So let us...
Okay, so for me, I run an online business, and sometimes as a single mother, I find myself like, if I'm out of balance, like doing much more mom stuff than I am focusing on my business stuff, I find myself just getting in this weird little funk where like I'm not doing enough. I'm doing so much, but that I'm not doing enough in my business to make it grow. And okay. I think that the feeling from that can be a little stifling.
Okay. I'm just writing everything down so that I can, because our language gives us a lot of clues into our programming. And through finding out how our internal language system works can allow us to free ourselves from certain beliefs. So by paying attention to the words, which I'm recording, we can go deeper into those words and explore them and find a lot of clarity within them. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what would you like to have happen in this current situation?
I would like to just be at ease, honestly. Just have this knowing that it is all in balance. And when I feel like that, just find a way to get back to a feeling of ease.
Okay. Find a way to get back to a feeling of ease. Okay. And what I'll do in this, a lot of the words you're going to say to me, I'm going to repeat back to you. And then I'm going to add a question called a clean question. A clean question is a question that has no influence. It's just completely natural. And it allows for you to unpack more information about what you've said.
Okay.
Okay, so you would like to be at ease, knowing that all is in balance, and to find a way to get back to the ease. So is there anything else about that ease that you want to feel? What kind of ease is that ease?
I guess like an excitement. I like to feel excited. I feel like that's like when I have that excited feeling, that's when I have the most inspiration. And it's just like, I guess an example I could use is sometimes you're like, oh, I need to do a post, or I need to like do this or that. And you're like, gosh, but what should I do? Oh, I've done that already. I've done that already. I've done that. Everyone's done that. And you like, I don't know, this is just I like to be creative and innovative, yes, and totally. I like it to speak to what I'm about. And sometimes I can just, in something as simple as that, I can get all stuck. And then, but when I'm in that eager and excited feeling, I'll just be sitting there and boop, oh, let's do it. I've got the idea.
Okay, I see. Okay, so it's more like wanting to be unique than like than to just disappear into what everyone else is doing.
Yeah, I suppose. Yep, so there's definitely some of that.
Okay, so when you've got that excitement and inspiration, is that when you feel at ease? Or is there a difference?
Mm. I guess the difference is kind of going from neutral to like buzzing.
Okay. And the neutral, with the neutral being the ease, and then the buzzing would be the excitement.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So is there anything else about that neutral and that ease? Like, what does that look like to you? What does neutral and ease look like to you if it had to be a shape or a
Ooh,
size?
okay. If it was a scene, it would be sitting at a breakfast table outside, looking over some beautiful scenery and a sunrise, and
Okay.
drinking a nice cup of tea or coffee and waiting for my beautiful breakfast to arrive.
Okay.
That's an easy feeling.
And that's the ease for you.
That's the ease.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so in the beginning, you said, you feel like you've got this feeling of not doing enough.
Mm-hmm.
And what does that look like to you?
Looks like pressure.
Pressure.
It looks like, you know, when you want to find something, say like a shoe. I'm looking for shoes a lot. As you can imagine, you know, I think I put one shoe here, and those are the shoes I want to put on my kids' feet, but I can't find the other one. And it's like, I need to leave, and there's a deadline, and we have to get out the door now, and I can't find the shoe. And the easy option would be, well, you know, there's another set of shoes right there, just use those ones, but I've set my mind on those shoes. So it's that kind of, it's like unnecessary pressure.
Okay. It sounds like it's almost the opposite of the ease, of that scene of like sitting outside drinking the coffee.
Oh yeah. Definite.
Okay, perfect. So we've got pressure on the one hand, and on the other hand, we've got the sense of ease. So what stops you from feeling the ease in those situations?
Gosh, me?
Okay.
um I guess the focus on whatever I'm focused on, say if it's like a deadline, like the needing to get out the door and needing to have everything all
Mm,
together at a certain time, it's like giving myself really set deadlines, I guess.
okay. Set deadline. Because yeah, I suppose the deadline would take away the pressure that you feel.
I suppose it could.
Yeah. Okay. And you would like to be at ease, knowing that all is in balance. What kind of balance is that balance when you're at ease? Anything else about that balance?
Hmm. Mm,
What does that look like?
well, there certainly isn't any deadlines in the ease. It's just like
Okay.
time doesn't exist really.
Okay. So like a timeless place.
Yeah.
And the balance, how do you know when you're in that state of balance?
Hmm. Gosh, I don't know if I'm ever in balance.
Okay.
Uh, I mean, I guess I get a sense of some balance when I don't know. Balance is kind of a tricky one for me.
Okay. Okay. Has there ever been a time where you've felt that sense of balance?
Mm, I think I need to like analyze what my definition of balance is.
Okay, perfect. What is it? What does it mean to you? What does
Um,
balance mean to you?
I guess kind of having harmony in work and play.
Okay. And harmony being, what does harmony mean to you when you've got harmony?
Like they're working together, like it's seamless. Maybe your work is your play.
Okay. Oh, that's nice. Seamless. Work is play.
Maybe it's finding ways where work is more like play and that
Okay.
it's fun and all of that. Wow, that was an interesting little observation.
That's super cool. Work like that. That would make a difference if it was seamless,
Yeah,
because then they kind of work. I mean, that creates a really nice balance. You've got work and play kind of working with each other
yeah,
in a sense.
they're friends.
Exactly, they're friends. Um, so initially, that feeling of not doing enough, like if we can just tune into that feeling for a second and just tune into the sensation of it, because it's everything at its core is just a feeling. You know, when we take away the thoughts, we're only left with a feeling,
Mm-hmm.
and that feeling of not doing enough. Like, can you get a sense of it?
Mm. It gives me a tense feeling
Okay, and whereabouts do you feel that?
in my shoulders.
Okay,
Um, Probably in my face too. I think my facial expression would be, my face would be tighter. Maybe I'd kind of be furling my brow
okay.
when I'm feeling tense. um,
'Cause at the core within hypnosis, hypnosis is really the art of emotional control. And through
mhm,
this process, it allows us to discover where are these emotions stored in the body. And then what we do is we develop them into shapes and symbols, into colors, because we call it actually a kinesthetic. A kinesthetic is a body sensation. And all emotions are actually kinesthetics when you take the label away. You know, they're just a sensation that we've glued a label onto.
mhm,
In this process, we're removing the labels and we're just allowing people to get in touch with the sensation. Because when we connect with the sensation, it actually starts to release the pressure. It releases the pressure from the sensation. But when we glue labels onto it, it one step removes us from our ability to transform it.
mm,
So in this process, we're connecting with the sensation. And as soon as we connect with it and begin to feel it, that's when we release it and changes start to happen. So when you're feeling that state of ease at the breakfast table in the beautiful scenery, you know, with your coffee, and you're feeling that harmony, and that where work and play is working seamlessly together, where you're feeling that excitement, that inspiration, and feeling all those feelings where you're in balance. That's like what?
like what feeling?
When you're feeling that harmony and
Mm-hmm,
that ease, just like you explained, that neutral, where you're at the breakfast table. And
mm-hmm,
so just imagine you're there at the breakfast table with the coffee and you're just
mm-hmm,
feeling those sensations.
mm-hmm.
That's like what? When you're feeling all of that.
Mm, that's delicious.
That's delicious.
Yes.
And is there anything else about that delicious?
Um,
Any more details?
it's calm.
Okay.
It's inviting. It's it's warm.
Warm.
It's It's like yellow.
Yellow, okay.
Yeah.
And is there anything
Kind of
else?
like a glowing feeling. I guess that's why yellow came up.
Glowing feeling, okay. And is there anything else about that yellow glowing feeling? Does it have a shape or a size or
The circle.
a circle?
Mm-hmm.
Yellow glow. Glow.
I just get the image of of the sun, I guess.
The sun,
Like
okay.
a glowing ball.
Nice. See, at the basis of our unconscious mind, our unconscious mind thinks in metaphors. That's its
Mhm.
primary language. So all motion at its core is actually a metaphor. And when we're able to strip away the evaluative content, and we call it chunking down, which is going down to actually find the core metaphor, that's when we actually connect with the feeling and connect with the emotion. And it allows it to become more prominent in our life. So what I've done in this process, I'm finding out what is the metaphors that are related to the feelings that you want to feel, that are almost the balance of what you were feeling.
Mm.
So like if we've got pressure on the one hand, we need to have ease even bigger on the other hand to counterbalance it. So in this process, we develop the symbol or the metaphor that you have linked to the state of ease.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the other hand, we develop the symbol on the state of pressure, or you said not doing enough. And once we find both the symbols, changes happen within the unconscious mind, because they, you know, when we go into the unconscious and we find a symbol, now we become consciously aware of something that was out of your awareness previously.
And you're glowing right now.
Am I glowing? Oh wow!
You're glowing.
I've got these little lights above me.
And I think it's the light in the window behind you too.
Oh yeah, the sun
Yeah,
is
it's like beaming off of you. That's
it's
cool.
it's sunset. Maybe
Very
it's
timely.
perfect. Great synchronicity. Okay, so your yellow glowing sun, the yellow glowing sun, is there anything else about the yellow glowing sun with that glowing feeling? Anything else
Mm,
about it? You can just tune into that and just see what you see, feel what you feel.
kind of like melting.
Melting, okay.
Um, Say if you've like exerted yourself to the limit, and then that feeling of when you get to stop and
Yeah.
breathe, like, oh, that melting feeling.
Okay. Okay,
For
that's
those of you that have ever done that.
yeah, I think everyone can relate to that.
Hi. Hi. What do you got?
Okay, so on the one hand, we've got the pressure, which you feel in the shoulders and the face, which is that sense of not doing enough, right?
Yeah.
So when you've got that glowing yellow feeling, that sun and that melting feeling, what happens to that sense of pressure of not doing enough when you've got that yellow sun?
It dissipates. It's like flutters away.
And is there anything else about that dissipates where it flutters away? Any more details?
Um, it just it's lighter.
Okay.
It's um smooth.
Mm.
Um, mm, it's like untied.
Like okay, and is there anything else about that untied? What kind of untied is that untied?
Well, I just got the vision of like, something being in a knot, which to me is a symbol of like symbolic of tension. And it's just like the weight's off, and the knot, there's no tension in the knot. It's just kind of a smooth line.
And when you have that untied, what does that look like?
It's like if I was in a a triangle keeps coming up for me, like if the triangle were to just open.
Okay. And triangle. And if the triangle were to open, what would happen next?
It would turn into a circle. If the triangle went into a straight line, it would just turn into a circle. It would
Okay.
like a kaleidoscope. When you look in the kaleidoscope and there's, you keep turning it and the shapes change and shift. I need to get one of those. I haven't looked through one of those in a long time.
Those things are so cool. I love them.
Love them.
I love them. My friend had one that you could actually project onto the wall in like a big,
wow.
And the whole wall would just be this turning kaleidoscope. You could just
Yeah,
stare.
I'd be there all day.
I know, it's very fascinating. Okay, so the pressure dissipates and flutters away. It feels smooth, lighter. It's like untied, like a triangle opening up and turning into a circle, like a kaleidoscope. So is there anything else about that kaleidoscope the triangle when it turns into the circle?
I think that's like that seamlessness right there. It's just like the knowing that a triangle can transform into a circle.
Okay.
And the kaleidoscope is a really interesting, I guess, analogy there, because it's all you have to do is turn it, and that triangle turns into a circle, turns into a square, turns into all kinds of shape, a heart, whatever,
Simple transformation.
Yeah. With the twist of a dial.
And I suppose that's what seamless is. It's transforming from one thing to another, just seamlessly, like easily. Sometimes we can possess these mechanisms within ourselves that doesn't allow for something to become seamless. And that could be the only reason why it's not seamless, is because we haven't created that seamless feeling, or that identified that symbol that creates that feeling within you. And
right.
Through this process, we identify metaphors and symbols that are linked specifically to you, because we're working with your own unconscious. And when these are present and when you're aware of them, it allows for those states of being to become more present in your life and through everything that you do.
Amen.
So the kaleidoscope is for you, represents that seamless energy. And you can use this kaleidoscope, because once we find symbols like, when you've got your computer, you've got all the desktop icons. And if you click one of the icons, what does it do?
It opens the program.
It runs the program. So metaphors are like those desktop icons. When we find them, they activate the programs that activate the states in which they represent. So by us going in and finding out your symbols, your icons that represent those states that you were looking for, then you become aware of them, which means it can activate the program that brings more of that energy and those feelings into your life. That
activate kaleidoscope.
Activate kaleidoscope. So you can use your kaleidoscope. Like, I would suggest to definitely use it whenever you're feeling that pressure, if you ever feel it again, because you said it dissipated over here, it dissipated and flooded away. But if it ever does return, you've got your kaleidoscope, and and it's a powerful resource. Often with my clients, when we identify an uncomfortable emotion and we turn it into a symbol, and then we find the resource symbol, which is kind of like the polarity symbol.
Mm-hmm.
If they ever get that state again, I suggest doing is take your kaleidoscope and put it in that space where you feel the discomfort or you feel the pressure. And immediately you will notice a shift. You will notice a release.
Oh, I've
Because
noticed like an amazing shift just in this conversation. It's like new.
nice.
I loved it. This has been really cool.
Yeah, it's so powerful because we work with the unconscious. So when we turn things into symbols, the conscious mind doesn't really know what's going on. Because hello, the conscious mind that can't process metaphors and symbols.
Mm-hmm.
So when we transform it into that side, there's no resistance, which means it's easier to transform, it's easier to change and let go of old beliefs, old patterns, and open up into new ways of seeing and exploring things. Okay,
Absolutely. I'm
Oh,
sorry, Seth. I'm sorry.
no, it's totally okay. Like we just allowing. Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how much would you say you've shifted from this realization now and finding your kaleidoscope and all the little steps that we did?
I'm gonna just give it a full out 10.
Oh, lovely. That's amazing. That's super. So do you feel aligned with this new change now, with the way that you feel?
Yeah, I feel like a buzzing in my scalp.
Yeah, you would. It brings new like kinesthetic feelings. Whenever there's changes happening in the unconscious, all kinds of good feelings flow through the body. And do you want to keep this change?
Oh, keeping it.
How will you keep it? How will you keep it?
I think that just the whole kaleidoscope analogy for me is just that's gonna stick with me forever. Like I never thought of that before. Who knew? I think it just like can apply to any kind of I use the word like triggered, say it can be, someone says something to you, it's like, geez, what? Like
Exactly.
gets you fired up, like that's not me, but why am I feeling this way? And just feeling so weird. I think if I can activate kaleidoscope in those moments, I can transform whatever shape comes up into my circle.
Lovely. That's so amazing. And metaphors are memorable, so you can remember them forever. That's the lovely thing about them. They never get forgotten. So every time you go back to your kaleidoscope and use it, definitely use it whenever you need it, and you'll see it will create a transformation very quickly in how you're feeling.
Yes.
These principles are here to teach us that if I'm feeling uncomfortable, I can change it into a comfortable feeling quite quickly. We don't have to be stuck longer than what we choose to. So it gives us the choice and the freedom to be able to do that.
Yes.
Cool. Well, I think we are done. And for everyone watching this video, just wanted to show you guys that self-hypnosis is powerful and conversational hypnosis is powerful. We can use it to transform limiting beliefs and to transform ourselves. And, whatever is limiting you and keeping you stuck, just know it's very easy to shift. It's very easy to change. And if anyone's interested to do some of these sessions, I'm doing some live sessions for anyone who's willing to volunteer and willing to step into the hot seat. So thank you so much, Shaina, for being a really—
Thank you. That was really great, Seth. Thank you. Thank you so much.
pleasure. Enjoy the change. Enjoy the transformation.
Well, I'm going to go out there with my kaleidoscope now.
Cool, guys. Stay tuned for these transformation sessions. Going to be bringing more of them.